and they ain't trying to put it with you. A pitiful view. Sex sales, pimping is true, it's sickening too. It's toxic what we listening to, and television isn't.
Alright, cool. Let's get it. Episode 4, UnFit Podcast. Welcome back to it. I go by the name of Lefa, your MainGuy.
Thato with the facts.
Thato with the facts. It's good to be back. Episode 1 to 3 out on YouTube. Go follow us. I think we're on Instagram as well. Apparently, our manager told us that.
We don't have the handle for you yet, though.
What's the handle? UnFit Podcast. So do follow us. We're on YouTube at UnFit Podcast as well.
We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. We're on
Twitter as well.
You know what I mean? We're in the streets. Catch us out. Catch us out in the street.
Catch us out.
Speaking of,
yeah.
Before you get started,
Sure.
I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're on the Twitter streets during the week, but I'm sure you saw there was like a sex tape that leaked out of prison.
Yeah, that's my shit though.
I wanted to ask you a question. With that considered, with that possibility considered, does your answer change?
I'm sure there's like the half of South Africa who beat their meat off of that shit. That video. It was a lazy one though.
That was a trash video. That video was trash. I'm sorry. It was trash.
Bro, that lady didn't even moan. You know how sucky that must be.
Oh.
So yeah, you're saying does it change my
with the possibility? We forgot that, sometimes when it's prison, obviously there's corruption.
Sure.
You know what I mean? All that crime in one place. So, I mean, with the possibility of, what we spoke about in episode 1.
Regarding Bobby.
Yeah.
Does my answer still change? No, because, you can see how trash those runs were. So, as soon as I'm out of jail,
I'm getting some
proper post-set.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, quality over quantity. There you can just see that guy just wants to release something. But I'm sure shit like that happens all the time. Apparently,
but don't you think that you could? Well, apparently they married, right? So don't you think that you could
shit was a lie, I don't. So I don't know what
married?
to believe. Nah, I don't know what to believe anymore. Apparently, it was a lie.
Damn.
But apparently the lady now has been admitted. I don't know. To hospital. Because I'm getting her family saw that shit. Imagine, dog, if your mom had to go on the socials now and she's seeing you mid-week rounds. Never mind the rounds. The round is also weak. So you embarrassed us for weak rounds.
I don't know. I feel like we're a different generation, man. But yeah, true. I'd probably be the first.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently she's been admitted. Apparently she even has like 2 kids. One is a 16-year-old boy. So imagine the bullying he's gonna go through.
Ooh, yeah, he's gonna go through it.
The one thing that I'm trying to understand is I'm not sure if that lady saw that there was a video being played. She looked very uncomfortable. Maybe that's why she wasn't moaning. She looked very uncomfortable. But I'm just trying to understand why that guy would record that.
That's probably why he's in jail. Because, if you're doing something wrong, you think you wouldn't record it. But, hey. But then again, that's probably why he's in jail.
I can bet you're going to find that shit on Pornhub.
It's probably been already on Pornhub.
And fucking disgusting people are beating their meat off of that shit.
I wouldn't call them disgusting, man. Hey, everybody's got their flavors, bro. I'm not judging.
Yeah, I also wanted to. We apparently don't have conjugal rights. Why? Like I said,
conjugal visits.
Yeah, visit rights or whatever. I don't know. Why?
Not officially.
Not officially. Clearly not officially. But why do? And again, I'm just going and picking your lawyer brain again. Why do some countries have that and some don't?
I don't think it's generally a thing. I think it's like if you're a special guest in the prison, you can get conjugal visits. But I don't think I've ever heard of any prison that just guarantees people,
I've actually there was a time when I was actually watching
some sex during
some Netflix. I don't know, some prison thing
on
Netflix.
Prison,
some Netflix prison thing, the world's toughest prisons or something like that. And countries like Brazil, I think Russia, you get spousal visits and there's actually like a room, once a week, a private room where
once a week.
Yeah. In Brazil, I think there's one time when
not
they
even a jail
visited.
sentence.
The one time when they visited Brazil, every Sunday or Saturday, wives come through, and there's that one room, but we're all using one fucking room. There's that one room.
Look, man, I mean, considering the fact that you're in prison, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a good deal. I mean, if I'm in prison, I'm getting free food, I'm getting free electricity, you know what I mean? Once a week, I'm guaranteed
some rounds. I'm chilling.
It's not that bad of a deal. Considering you could be like just in like a normal jail anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, no, Shem, if I was that word, my life would be. Look, if I was her kid, my life is over. If I was her, my life is also over. Yeah, no, she's in a tough one. She's in a tough one. Especially because she didn't even look. For me, it's even worse because she didn't even look like she enjoyed that shit.
I can't even like critique. As you might have noticed, that I did not critique the quality of, you know what I mean? I just saw like 5 seconds, and then like when you see 5 seconds of something and you know it's trash, like it's not worth my time. That's what it was like for me. It was like, okay, I get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't need to watch this. Clearly not much to see for me here. You know what I mean? So I can't speak on how comfortable she was or not. But if she didn't know, that makes it a lot worse.
Alright, cool. Yeah, let's kickstart the show. Episode 4, like we already said, UnFit Podcast. If you're already familiar with our first episodes, you'll realize that we're in a different location now. We call this the Big Glada. Coming to you live from Big Glada.
It's got a creme.
I think for this show, let's just start out big. Scary Hours. Drake. It's been 2 weeks now, I think, since Drake dropped the Scary Hours project, the 3-pack.
Yeah.
And he's broken another record.
Did he break a record? I don't know if he's broken.
I think he became the first hip hop artist, because I think the likes of Ariana Grande and someone else has done it before. But I could be wrong, but I think he became the first hip hop artist to debut at the first, second, and third spot on the Billboard charts.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone was going to do it, it's probably going to be Drake.
It was probably going to be Drake. So I don't think.
My position.
And he probably didn't know. Now that I think about it, he probably gave us a 3-pack, knowing. Because I've always believed Drake is like a strategic type of guy. He just doesn't do shit for doing shit.
That's true.
Right. So I think he probably gave us a 3-pack, knowing. Everybody's looking forward to Certified Lover Boy, and he pushed it back, whatever. And he was like, shit, okay, no one has probably done this. Let me just give it a 3-pack and see if it lands.
Yeah, but didn't he kind of do the same thing before Scorpion, though? When he gave us God's Plan and
he did
Diplomatic Immunity or whatever. I mean, it might just be his album rollout. You know?
True.
That just might be something he just does.
True. And then after like 2 weeks of the project dropping, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to revisit it. I mean, we all know from previous episodes that you're not really looking forward to anything that Drake really has to offer you under the impression.
I didn't like it, and I will say that I haven't listened to it since because I don't like it.
You know what?
Why would I play a song I don't like?
You know what's the thing about the Drake thing for me? I went back and I listened to the first one, and I've always believed that the first track on the 3-pack was going to be. I mean, it remains to be seen. But it was a radio type of bop, and it's probably going to do well on TikTok as well. I mean, and also I think we really need to give TikTok a shout out to say how big and instrumental it's been for music at the moment, or how big it is for music, especially because we're under lockdown. Like, TikTok is what is pushing people's sounds and pushing people's music.
That's true.
So the first one, I've always said I don't understand. Like, I don't. It's not really my thing, but I understand why it would stick to some people. And the second one, actually, I didn't really listen to it before, but now that I go back and listen to it, and I think, is it Lil Baby? I think,
yeah,
Lil Baby actually like pushed them out. Like not many people can say they've been featured on a Drake track,
and they actually
and they actually like shat on Drake. and then he came back with the last one with Ross. And I've always believed I've always thought like the combo between Ross and Drake is so great. But Drake really came through with that one. But there's just one thing that I really, really hope that the project doesn't sound like a 3-pack. Because for me, the 3-pack is typical Drake sound. Like if you listen to from the beats to the raps to everything there, right? It's a typical, it's something we've heard before from Drake, and it's not the best shit that we've heard from Drake. So you know how Drake normally gives us that very same flow, very same type of beats and stuff like that. He gave it to us on that 3-pack, but it's not his best work out of his, you know what I mean, out of his regular shit.
I hear,
you know, so I really hope Certified Lover Boy, what I really love to hear from Drake is that I hope that Certified Lover Boy takes a different spin, different beats. He explores a new sound as well.
It might well do that. That depends. If the songs do blow up on TikTok like you predict, then no, they'll probably be on the album. But if not, then he'll just know that okay, let's stay away from that. And
so he's probably just testing
the album's probably done. Right now it's probably just, his track listing, how is he gonna, arrange the tracks, which tracks are getting the cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for now, I think that's what the 3-pack also does for him as well.
Yeah.
It tests the waters.
Yeah.
And he doesn't space them out so that, he doesn't know like if it's because of the timing as well. So if he drops them all at the same time, then he can know what his audience wants.
Yeah, true. So let us know what you think about that 3-pack as well. Like after 2 weeks, are you still bopping it? I'm
not.
Thato's not. I'm definitely bopping the one with Ross. That's like, I mean, I love.
But is it great though? Is it great though? Like it's the best out of the 3, sure.
Yeah, it is the best out of the 3.
Objectively, like when you look at it, is it a great song?
I mean, like I've said, what he gave us there with the 3-pack, right? It's something that we've heard from Drake before, but it's not the best that we've heard from him. So, but the song...
So in essence, you are agreeing with my point.
No, I don't think he's on a decline.
You don't think he's on a decline?
I think he just gave us Lucy's that didn't make the album cut.
We'll see.
So yeah, let us know what you think. It's been 2 weeks since he dropped that Scary Hours project. He's also like, done a first for hip hop by obtaining number 1, 2, and 3 spot on the Billboard chart. Let us know what you think about that. Kanye West.
6 billion.
6 Billi West.
Well, it's been disputed.
Kanye Billi West.
Billi West. Yeah, sounds like a white person. sounds like Billy the Cowboy. Howdy, neighbor. I'm Billi West.
He wants to run for presidency anyway, so might just
he tried to. Hey, he's actually had a couple of L's recently. Eh? Like this 6 bill thing is actually huge.
Yeah, it's actually
it's huge.
It's actually the huge one for him. It was quite interesting to see how, I think on social media, how when certain stuff happens for certain people, the media portrays it in one way, and when certain stuff happens for someone like Ye, whom he's had a lot of run-ins with the media, they portrayed in a...
We can say it's Forbes.
Yeah, it's Forbes. Yeah, they portrayed it in another way. I mean, Jigga, just a couple of weeks ago, Jigga had the same thing, and we were all celebrating him, right?
Yeah.
And then when it's Ye, they're apparently scrutinizing the whole thing. So maybe just run us through what Forbes is saying.
Man, well, basically the whole Forbes thing. Well, the thing about Forbes is as well, like they work on estimates, so they're not always necessarily accurate. But the thing with that article that caught my eye is, he has a deal with like Gap as well.
Gap, yeah.
That has to still drop. They valued that deal at $0.
Okay.
Right? And the problem with that is that's not how you value a deal. Anything in finance is basically valued on the money it's going to make in the future. They valued
which is what they did with Jay-Z anyways.
So their reason for valuing that at 0 is that it hasn't made money. And by that logic, then everything is
hasn't made money. There's no
exactly.
return on
everything is based on future cash flows. You know what I mean? The value is based on what it can make in the future, what it can be worth in the future. So for me, once I saw that, I just closed the article. I was just like, okay, it's fine. It's nonsense.
Hating on a black man.
They tried it. We're happy for you. We're happy for you.
I think you spoke about Ye's L's recently, and I think this week has been kind of a good week for him if you're counting the 6 Billi evaluation, and if you're counting the fact that he won. I mean, he took a shot at gospel music, and he
He
actually
won a
won a
Grammy.
Grammy for
He
it.
actually won a Grammy
So shout out to
after
him for
pissing on a
that.
Grammy not so long ago.
After pissing
Only
after
Kanye was.
pissing on a Grammy last year or something like that. So shout out to Ye for that. Another L that he's currently taking is the divorce with
We'll see.
Kim
It
Kardashian.
might be a W for the music. I'm sorry. Look. I'm sorry for him that his family has to like split up and all of that. But I feel like musically, when he's going through some shit like this, he'll come through. He'll come through.
I've always said that heartbreak, drugs, or I've always been a believer of like heartbreak, drugs, and going through some tough times results in good music. So it would really be interesting to see. And I think also because a lot of people have always said that we lost Ye because of the Kardashians. We lost the musical side of it. So it would really be interesting to
see what happens.
to see that what happens after the divorce. And honestly, I'm really hoping we get Watch the Throne too, because and I've said this in previous episodes as well, because Beyonce and Jigga's stance, as soon as Ye got together with Kim, they always took a step back from it. They didn't want to be involved with the Kardashian shenanigans.
Yeah.
So even though it hasn't been said, but we know why, or one of the reasons why Hove and B took a step back.
Word on the street is.
Yeah, word on the street is why they apparently took a step back from Kanye. So
That's why Jay wasn't answering his calls at 2 a.m. But personally, I wouldn't answer anyone's call at 2 a.m.
Yeah, no, your phone is always on
silent.
On
Yeah,
silent.
you know me.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping. I'm busy.
We're not even trying to
Man's just busy.
even trying to get at you. But yeah, that's that on Ye. Shout out to him, Billi. I mean, personally, you've always known how much I've always like.
You know the thing about you, man.
Semi-idolized him, and I've always
semi-idolized him. Let me tell you something about you, bruh. I thought I was like the biggest Kanye stan on this planet, and then I met you. Oh my fucking god, man!
That guy's a genius, guys.
You're just
honestly speaking, that guy's a genius. I just think that the thing with Kanye's or Kanye rather, and any type of person who tries to tap into something or tries to be the first person to tap into something, people misinterpret it, right? I mean, you look at when he did 808 Heartbreaks, he was rubbish. Actually, even way before 808 Heartbreaks, when he came in with his debut album and stuff like that, they said that shit will never work. That shit will never hit on the market, right? Look what happened. Then he came with 808s. That was rubbish in the beginning as well, right? But then he tried a new sound with Jesus, right? And for me, for me personally, right? If you go back to Jesus, right? It's still very rough. I'll say that, and I've always felt like after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, a lot of Kanye stuff felt rushed. Right? Felt like he didn't know where.
Jesus actually was rushed, because I've seen an interview with Rick Rubin.
Yeah,
he actually spoke about that. He actually came together with Kanye and they did Jesus within 2 days.
You see. So I've always felt like a lot of the stuff after my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was rushed, and he didn't know how to. You know how you have a good intro, good body, but just wrapping it up, how you can never get to wrapping it up and making it one whole thing. That's where I feel like he's been lacking ever since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But you look at what he did for Jesus, and I feel like if you listen to the music now and you go back to Jesus, there's a big link.
Where?
If you listen to Travis, some of Travis's stuff. I think if you listen to Travis, you can find some of the links between the sound that Kanye was trying to create with Jesus.
Bit of a stretch, but it's a bit of a stretch. But only you can call an album trash and still sell it like you're trying to sell it right now.
I don't. It's not his greatest work. I don't think it was absolute trash. There was some good stuff there. Blood on the Leaves. What's that other one? Black Skinhead. That was amazing. That was amazing.
That was
Amazing.
That was mediocre. Blood on the Leaves was a good song. I'll admit that.
Blood on the Leaves was a good song. There's one that he did with Chief Keef that I think was also pretty nice.
On Jesus.
Yeah. He did a song with Chief Keef.
On Jesus. Yeah. Are you sure?
And nigga, we can play it out like Bedway and put money on this.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Chief Keef.
Jesus track list. Let's do this. Put some money on this.
You're about to embarrass yourself right now.
Jesus.
I hope your internet is strong so you can do the search very quickly.
But
you're about to embarrass yourself right now.
Track list. Let's get it. How much we putting on the line?
Shit, I don't have much, bro. don't expose me like that, bro.
Hold My Liquor, I think it was.
Wasn't that what Kid Cudi?
Track list. Jesus. Featuring.
Didn't you just have it now?
Chief Keef, but it didn't have the feature people.
If you're talking about Don't Like, that was before Jesus.
No, Hold My Liquor, yeah. Chief Keef.
What?
I can hold my liquor, but these niggas can handle me.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit.
So yeah, I think Jesus. I still bop Jesus now and again. I think Jesus was great. I just think we slept on it, and I also think like
maybe we just don't like it.
He didn't wrap it up nicely. But anyways, shout out to Kanye. Billi West is what I call him now. Shout out to my guy. The media will always try to bring you down as a black man. I think also Hove fits the white man's narrative more than Kanye fits the white man's narrative.
How so?
Because you can't really control. Yeah, I mean he could say something okay today, right? And tomorrow he could come back and shit on you guys. So I think it's easier to work along with Hove, unlike Kanye.
So wait, you're saying it's easier to work with Hove because he's not mood swingy, he's not all over the.
Yeah.
That's not a white man's narrative thing. I think everybody just prefers people to be consistent. Personally, that's what I think. I don't know about you.
Yo, man, they're hating on my mans.
I don't know about you.
They're hating on my mans. Shout out to Kanye, 6 Billi West.
Yeah, we just had like a Kanye style run from you.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb you in the middle of it, but I actually just realized that you just had like a Kanye type.
Moving over to the Grammys. The Grammys played last week. The winners came through. I mean, in episode 3, we spoke a little bit about who we think would win, and I think we got almost none of that shit right. We
got Nas right. Well, I got Nas right because I knew what they were gonna do. It was clear as day what they were gonna do. Shit.
You didn't really get it right. You said if he won, you know why he'd win, but you didn't say you want him.
No, I did say he'll probably win it, but I want Freddie Gibbs to win it because he's the one that actually deserves it. That's what cool.
So Grammys, shout out to Trevor Noah. I think he did a stellar job. That Megan Cardi performance. That was dope. Guys.
Knew you were gonna go there.
Go check it out.
Knew you were gonna go there.
Go check out that WAP. If you're craving that WAP. But anyways, let's get into the winners. Quickly get into the winners here. Like I said, we got none of this shit right, pretty much. And I don't even agree with most of this shit.
You don't agree? You're the one selling Beyonce's verse.
Okay, no. Besides Beyonce, which I think that was like, for me personally, the track dropped last year, right? For me, that was verse
of the year.
Top 5 verses of that we got in 2020.
I'm gonna have to come back to you.
Top 5 verses that we got in 2020. Top 5 verses that we got for me, right? So best rap performance went to
Beyonce, as far as I remember.
Best rap performance, yeah, it went to Savage. Meg Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. For me, I can completely agree with that. Best melodic rap performance that went to Anderson .Paak with Lockdown.
Didn't even know that was a category.
How do you even rate
rap.
that?
Melodic rap. I guess it's like a rap song where people sing, because rappers sing a lot these days. So they're just like, let's just make them a category. Because like if we like put them with like the best rap song, people like me are gonna be upset because like you're not even rapping, you know.
Who do you think was the most cheated though?
Freddie Gibbs.
He was nominated once. I think Roddy Ricch was hella cheated. He was nominated on like he dominated 2019 or 2020. He was nominated on almost every rap category, and he walked away with nothing. And he had one of the biggest songs. He had one of the biggest songs in. I'm not sure if it was 2019, 2020, between 2020
with the box. Yes,
with the box.
But that's literally the Grammys. This is all the Grammys ever does, is get shit wrong. So for me, I'm not even like disappointed. I knew. I was ready for the disappointment.
I'd be hella pissed if I was Roddy right now, man. Best rap song,
Freddie's not happy.
Best rap song actually went to Meg.
Again.
Not sure if I agree with that, but yeah, shout out to Beyonce with that verse. For me, like I said, it was top 5 verses we got last year. I think also like with anything, you know, personally, I'm one of those guys. If I see girls enjoying something, right, and I see girls happy, right, and it just sets the mood, right. I mean, you saw how girls were going crazy of if you don't jump in these jeans, nigga, you don't feel my pain. Listen to that. That's so much swag in that. And did you see the TikToks that came off of that? Girls in their jeans, their bums going like this. That was a swaggy verse.
There it is.
That was a swaggy verse.
Swaggy.
Nah, guys, we need to give props where props are due.
Never loves that swag.
Best rap album. I mean, you wanted Freddie Gibbs to take it with Alfredo. I personally wanted D-Smoke to take it with Black Habits. But Nas won his first Grammy last week after being nominated 14 times.
14 nominations later.
How many years in the industry?
Oh, that's a long time, man. This guy been like probably before we were born, man. Like this man been at it. He been rapping.
Yeah, shout out to Nas.
They owed him a Grammy, so
I feel like it's the same situation with what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio. Because you remember how he's always been snubbed at the Oscars.
Oh yeah,
he got it for such a stupid movie, which I didn't even understand. What's that? When he's in the woods and he's walking and The Revenant.
Yeah.
And they gave it to him for The Revenant, where he literally has a beard and just walks in the woods and just finds a kid or walks in ice. Yeah, manager saying walks in ice.
But he was in the woods.
But he was in the woods.
He was in the wild,
and there was ice somewhere there.
Outside.
There were some animals. And they're like, yeah, this deserves an Oscar.
Terrible.
I feel like this Nas thing is the exact same shit. But it's fine. It's fine though. What can we say? Shout out also to Anati.
Oh yeah, Nati won a Grammy.
Our very own South African guy.
Rapping.
With Wiz alongside Beyonce and Blue Ivy. They won a Grammy there for Brown Skin Girl, which I think was like a very, very dope song. I mean, I bummed that shit, though.
I think everybody did. That was a huge song.
That was a huge song. So shout out to them. I would really like to see Anati's booking fee now that he has a Grammy under his belt. Because that's how they determine how much they charge, right? Award-winning Grammy artist.
Definitely, yeah.
I really
Even
like
if
to
you
see.
just Grammy nominated, you just gotta change the fees, man. I'm at a different level now, you know.
Yeah, I'd really like to see.
Playing a different league now.
I'd really like to see
Grammy.
his fee now. So that's pretty much what happened at the Grammys. We don't really care about other categories. Let us know what you think. I mean, we really don't agree with most of that list. Thato agrees with none of that shit. I at least agree with Beyonce taking top performance. But other than that, we really think it was trash. We really loved the WAP performance. Thato won't say it, but we know he saw that shit. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up now. What's on your playlist now?
Ooh. Pretty much the same shit that was on my playlist last week, man. I'm listening to who didn't I mention last week? Probably didn't mention Baby Keem. He's dope. He's actually Kendrick's cousin.
You mentioned a lot of Mandems. That's all you
Yeah, no, I'm still bumping them heavy. Shit's still fire. It was fire last week, it's fire this week. But I think I left out Baby Keem. He's dope. He's actually Kendrick's cousin.
Yeah.
He's making like a lot of dope music. His recent singles all banging. Definitely watch out for him.
Who have I added recently to my list? Pretty Ugly released 2 tracks yesterday. So I'm bumping that, really enjoying that. Really looking forward to his album that's apparently coming through. MT also released a single off of his album Logan. I bumped it. Sounds very nice. You think we're gonna get the old MT back?
I hope we do.
Because that's one of, that guy on a chorus, man.
I think that guy in general, man. I think honestly over the past few years, he's like one of my favorite local artists. Might be my actual favorite local artist. Because what he did on Manando, man, that was just perfect, man.
Debut album still. He lost it a bit with DIY too. But it was understandable because of everything that was going on back at the ranch.
That's true.
With the label. If shit is a mess, I really don't expect an artist to put together.
You literally said the opposite thing like 10 minutes ago. When it came to Kanye, you just said the opposite thing.
No, but thing is here.
Just fact checking. What's the actual?
But you know what's the thing with MT, right? They were blocking a lot of his shit from what I saw at the time and what I was reading. They were taking away his cars. I think they were also tightening up on money. They didn't want him, or they were giving him issues with completing the project. So it just seemed like there was a lot of fights with the label. Also, my thinking is he couldn't have given us something trash because he probably owed the label one last project or a project.
That's actually,
now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to Logan, and also I'm looking forward to Logan because every album that he's dedicated to someone, Avery, Manando, and now Logan hasn't missed.
Good point.
DIY also, is the one that missed.
Also,
and it wasn't dedicated to
he's actually not as much on like the Twitter streets. So that's very encouraging for me because like he was also like very on Twitter fighting with people.
With people.
So I think he might actually like
be locked up in the booth. Yeah,
in the booth, getting us something good.
Next week we also got we're speaking with Toxic. We mentioned him in episode 3. We said go check out his project. He released a diss track to Nota.
That was a fire diss track.
Yeah, that was a fire diss track.
That was fire.
Nota took it well though, and
he had to. That shit was.
And he said, "Yo, this kid is fire." So I'm looking forward, and Nota is saying, he's looking to sign him with Universal or get him some sort of deal or something like that. So I'm looking forward to see how that pans out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have him on the show, probably telephonically next week on episode 5. So do check that out. But other than that, we're done. Episode 4 wrapped up. UnFit Podcast, signed, sealed, and delivered. I go by the name of Lefa, your MainGuy.
Thato with the facts.
Peace. What's up?